and welcome to a new adventure with Mad Home Exploring.
Today we are in the state of Utah and we're kicking off a new series where we'll be exploring Utah and Arizona. So let's get this thing started.
Drivable from Las Vegas and Salt Lake City, Zion National Park has the most impressive panoramic mountains the Southwest offers. Cream, pink, and red-colored sandstone cliffs cut by the Virgin River have created unbelievable sights in the canyon. Just like our other national park guides, in this video we share with you the must-see and do things, where to eat and where to stay during your time in Zion.
We're starting our first adventure in Zion National Park by renting some e-bikes and are gonna go for a sunset ride into the national park. We rented these e-bikes from Utah E-Bike Adventures and they look pretty dope. They're called Rad Power Bikes. Let's see how rad they are. Wow, look at that. I want to stop for a minute.
We finally made it in time for the sunset at the Canyon Junction.
The view is incredible. It has the river flowing down and the backdrop is the Watchmen. Completely surreal.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best sunsets that we've ever seen.
Well, now it's getting late, so we better get back to where we rented the bikes from and return them in time.
And have some delicious dinner.
Let's go!
So far, our experience with the e-bikes have been really great, and I'm so happy that they have these headlights so that our ride in the dark is much more safe. After that fun bike ride, we went and returned the bikes and enjoyed a nice dinner at the Camp Outpost Company. I had a delicious fried chicken sandwich and Sakesh had the mission bowl. Both of these were super delicious. And now we are finally back to our room to get all set for tomorrow's hike to Angel's Landing. So see you tomorrow morning. Good morning everyone. It's almost 6:30 a.m. now. We had our breakfast at La Quinta, which is where we are staying. They had these to-go boxes which just made breakfast much more easy and convenient. And now we are all set to go. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go! We've started one of the most challenging hikes of our lifetime, Angel's Landing. The first 2 miles take you to a point called Scott's Lookout, and that's where we are headed. And the next half mile is the real challenge. It was a quite chilly morning here in Zion, but as we started hiking up, we started to strip off one layer at a time. And I think it's gonna beat this up to the top. Probably gonna take this off as well, eventually when we get to the Angel's Landing.
These are the infamous Walter's Wiggle switchbacks, and now we are finally climbing them.
This basically cuts through the face of the rock. It's as if we are walking along the wall of the rock right now. These aren't too bad.
Not so grueling after all. We can finally see the chains
That lead up to the Angel's Landing. You see that, right?
Yeah.
You still want to go?
Yes.
Okay, that's the first chain. So Angel's Landing, a very unique hike because from Scott's Lookout, these chains start that you can hold on to on the steep rock face that has all these ledges you can put your foot on, and it's a pretty steep climb up. That's why you need these chains, proper footing, good shoes, and focus.
Last 5 minutes to the top. Wow, amazing.
The view of a lifetime. Angels Landing, everyone.
Once we reached the top, we took our time to enjoy and just take in the stunning view around us. You get a complete panoramic view of the Zion National Park and it's outstanding. We packed some sandwiches and enjoyed it along with the view and took a couple of pictures because it should be worth it after coming here, right?
It's time to go down now, and this is the trickiest part. While coming back up, you don't really see down as often, so it isn't as nerve-wracking as it would be while you're going down, because you'll be looking at the views of the valley all the time. That's where we were. Oh my god. First chain on the way down. We have one more layer down. We are now in our base layer. And last chain of the hike.
We finally conquered the Angels Landing. Now let us tell you some of the important tips for doing the Angels Landing hike. The most important thing is to start your day early. Make sure that you catch the earliest shuttle that you can so that you are here before most of the crowd starts coming in. If you're starting early in the colder months like we did, make sure to carry layers with you. As you saw, we were taking off some jackets as it started getting hotter and put it back on when it got windier.
Another packing essential is water. We recommend at least 1 liter or 1 bottle of water per person. Talking about restrooms, there are 2 restrooms available. One exactly where the shuttle will drop you off, and another one is right at Scott's Lookout, and there's no water available anywhere along the trail. Carry gloves with you to hold on to the chains because you don't want to touch them with bare hands. You could get cuts. It could be rough at some places.
It could be very cold as well.
Yeah, if you're doing it in the morning like we did. If you think you don't want to go all the way up to the Angels Landing, Scott's Lookout is a perfect spot to soak in the views, grab a snack, eat it, and then head back. Because we were able to wrap up Angels Landing by around noon, we thought we'll be able to squeeze in another strenuous hike. We knew that the Narrows requires special equipment. You need special shoes, socks and pants because the waters in the Virgin River is cold no matter what the season is. Zion Outfitter is the most famous outfitter here that gives you all that equipment. So we thought we'll get that. But by the time we came here, it was 2:30 p.m. And because of daylight savings, the sunset is going to happen at 5:30, which in the canyon means around 4:30 because the light is very limited in the canyon. So here we are at around 2:33 p.m. Not really gonna go for the Narrows anymore, and I think I really liked that. So
because we got to go check out the visitor center, take some stamps, pick up a souvenir, enjoy some delicious tacos and burgers from the Zion Brewery, and now we may go back to the hotel and chill in the pool.
yes,
Won't we?
I like the sound of that after this long hike. So cool, let's do that now.
Real quick, we want to give a shout out to our luggage partners, Soulcard. We've been using this carry-on closet plus suitcase since our past few trips and it has been an excellent travel companion. Solgar suitcases are made out of recycled plastic bottles and are super sturdy. And the best part is on the inside. Ta-da! All Solgar suitcases come with this built-in closet in which you can easily organize all your clothes. We'll leave the link to Solgar in our description, so do check out all their products. We highly recommend them.
Good morning, folks. It's day 3 of our trip here at Zion National Park. We stayed at the La Quinta Inn. It's a really scenic property. As you can see, the backdrop is amazing. All the red rocks and mountains around us. So it was a perfect stay, very close to the national park. We are all set to check out now, so can't wait to get started. So the first thing we did today is drive through the Zion Mount Carmel Scenic Byway. Really amazing drive, beautiful vistas. You can stop anywhere you want, take pictures if you want. Somewhere in between the highway, you'll cross the tunnel. That's where you have to wait for the cars to pass. Keep in mind that if you have an oversized RV or vehicle, they have to shut off two-way traffic, and you also have to pay a fee to be able to pass the tunnel.
As soon as you cross the tunnel, you will arrive at the trailhead of the canyon overlook.
Other than the overlook, I think another thing I liked was the ledges. It was like a chamber which you pass after crossing a bridge. That was a really cool feature on the trail. Our last stop on the byway is Checkerboard Mesa. It's a very unique rock formation looking like a checkerboard. So we just had to check that out before we wrap up our trip here in Zion.
If you were to ask us our top 3 picks at Zion, it would definitely be e-biking around the Pyrus Trail, checking out Angel's Landing if you're not afraid of heights, and definitely checking out the Canyon Overlook.
I think the view at the Canyon Overlook Trail was even better than the Angel's Landing. It's the shortest and best hike you can actually do. So with that was our time here in Zion. We are gonna go on some more Utah adventures. In the next few videos, you'll see those. Then we are gonna enter into Arizona for even more unique sights and experiences. So stay tuned for this entire series. It's gonna be awesome.
If you enjoyed watching this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for some more adventures. See you in the next video.